Welcome to Withdraw Consent. I'm Jack. Today I want to talk more about my general thoughts on the election. So I posted a quick video, and it was about 2.5 minutes long, and I read the comments on that, and I got more to say on that. Basically, when I was making that video, it wasn't like a full episode. I was just pitching like, what do I think about it? And when I was thinking about it, I'm thinking about it from a micro perspective, from a very personal perspective. So like, I'm thinking about my wife, I'm thinking about my kids, I'm thinking about illegal immigration, I'm thinking about the availability of jobs, wages high enough to provide for my family, low gas prices, and I'm thinking about that. Everything else that we talk about on this channel, we talk about from the macro. And so in that episode, I was talking about the micro, so I want to talk about the macro today. Okay, let me pitch you this scenario, okay, about the results of the election. Okay, what if Trump came into power and he does everything that he promises to do just phenomenally well? Okay, so imagine he does mass deportations, which causes mass emigration from the country, which increases availability of jobs, increases wages, ends the Ukraine war, no more funding going there, ends the Israel war, no more funding going there. Funding still going there, but not for that war because it's over. Just imagine he builds the wall, he takes the taxes on tips away, just does everything he does, and you get all these quality of life improvements in your life. What if he does that? Okay, I'm not saying he will, but what if he does? But what if the cost of that is, say, 5 tiny little laws passed through Congress and get signed by the president? Just little things, not very important, right? Seemingly. And basically, what if the cost of all of those good things happening is that you do 10 years in prison if you're anti-Semitic online? What if, they've talked about this many times before, anti-Semitism is expanded to mean anti-Zionism, which is Zionism is a political movement. You cannot be racist against a political movement no matter how you cut it. But that's the trend that they're headed towards. And this is an idea that was on Gab Social, and I was thinking about it right after the election, and everybody was pushing this really hard. What if you get all the things you want, but now you can't name the Jew? You can't use your coincidence detector to see who the Jews are. And if you do know who the Jews are, you can't say what they're doing and that they're in charge or anything, you know? And then you get all the things you want. And then 4 years from now, you're not going to have, 2029, obviously you're not going to have Trump, past January, obviously, unless there's a constitutional amendment, but there's not going to be. So, and then say the illegal immigration thing starts going south again. All the problems start appearing. There's new foreign conflicts, this and that. But you've lost in that period of time, you've lost the ability you've lost your freedom of speech to point out who some of the bad guys are. They're not all of the bad guys, obviously, but there's a lot of them, and and the things that they do are incredibly terrible, And so this is just an idea I want to pitch to you. There's nothing like you could really do about it, if this does happen, but you could speak out about it. You can voice your opinion. You can comment, on more mainstream videos and just be honest, tell them the truth, You could talk to your friends and family, you can pressure your senators or whatever, but they're going to be pressured so hard on the other side by AIPAC that they would obviously try to push through these laws. But and it's funny because it's like, what if they did try to push through these laws? Who would be the people who would be protesting? Would it be the same college students who were doing the anti-genocide, pro-Palestinian, who in the comments you consistently dislike? And I'm not saying I'm a fan of them individually. I'm just saying that our purposes align. And so in this case, so say the conflict in Gaza and Lebanon's over, would you then think about allying with them temporarily? Those same people, commies kind of, to a lot of them, to try to not get these 5 little laws passed, And so anyways, I just want to put it in your mind so that when you're seeing how things go in the future, and hopefully the micro things go really good, hopefully, and the quality of living increases. But I don't want to pay that cost if you lose your freedom of saying who's in charge, stuff like that. It's just an interesting idea I want to pitch to you. In a couple hours, I'm going to be filming with Garen for some episodes later in the week. I'm going to do this is kind of a quick episode, so I'm going to do a quick episode for tomorrow, so there'll be 4 episodes this week, kind of to make up a little bit for not having any episodes last week. That's what I got for you. Hope to see you tomorrow.